when somebody is diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, I mean, that's a hell of a handle to hang on somebody, right? You have a deficit disorder. So immediately out of the gate, you're going, okay, something's wrong with me, right? What is wrong with me? What is this disorder that I have? What is a deficit that I have? So first of all, I mean, the condition is completely poorly named. It's not a deficit of anything. If anything, it's a surplus. We have hyperattention more than a deficit of attention. Our problem is not that we can't focus on anything, it's that we can't focus on any one thing. Our attention is spread over such a vast array of subjects and issues that are going on in our head. I mean, I constantly hear, I've used this myself, this analogy, and since I've heard a lot of people use it as well, it's like you're watching TV with a remote control and somebody else is holding the remote and channel surfing, and you have no control. I've heard people refer to as, changing radio stations without your knowledge, that kind of thing. But the fact is, you've got at least a dozen head voices going in your head at any one time. So when you get diagnosed, you get hung with this handle, and it really starts to make you question where you are, how you've gotten here, and what this means for you moving forward. For me, it was incredibly profound to find out that I had carried this condition with me my whole life. When I started looking into the struggles that are associated with it, yeah, they were all there. It was as plain as the nose on my face once I knew what I was looking for. And then to think that, you can't help but go into that place where you start to say, what would have happened if I was diagnosed when I was 12? Even when for me, university was a nightmare. I have no doubt that if I could have been diagnosed, I probably could have made it through university. So all of these things the what ifs start coming. I did fine. I had a good career. I actually did very well considering that I didn't complete my degree. Had a very successful 20-year career in marketing, but no matter where you are, you think about what might have been. And what I realized after a while, and this was a 3-year period for me, what I realized after a while was that I actually had an idea, a concept, a conception of what I could have been, who I could have been if I had known earlier. And what I realized I was actually doing was mourning this person who never existed, going through all of the stages of mourning, denial, negotiation, name the stages of grief. And that's exactly where I was. And I was there for a period of about 3 years. I've talked to other people about this, and it seems to resonate. Many people feel that period, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. But everyone kind of feels this longing for something they may have had. And I think if you look at the grief stages, there's a lot of parallels there. So finally, after 3 years, I just said, what the hell am I doing? I mean, I know more about myself now than I've ever known in my life. I've learned more about this condition and about myself than I ever thought possible. I'm interested in it, exceptionally interested in it. And one thing that individuals with ADHD have is the ability to focus when they're interested. And so I finally decided, I think I want to do this. I think I want to, become somebody who helps other people who've gone through what I did. It also gave me the opportunity to be independent, and of course, and to become an entrepreneur, which I did. I never saw myself as an entrepreneur. I didn't see that in my future, but it turned out that it was more about just finding that thing that I was passionate about. That made it kind of come naturally. I still don't think of myself as an entrepreneur. I think of myself as someone who's passionate about something. And I can't imagine myself doing anything else.